Hello, I am Nasima Munshi, from the Assistant Professor from the Department of Mathematics, K.K. Das College. My topic of discussion is Introduction to Real Numbers. Before entering to the topic, we require some prior knowledge on sets, Cartesian products of sets, relation, equivalence relation, partial order relation, coset, ordered set, complete ordered set, functions. Now the definition of sets. A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. The term well-defined specifies that it can be determined whether or not certain object belongs to the set in the question. Objects in the collection are called elements of the set. The sets are denoted by English alphabets. The elements are denoted by small English alphabets. Some familiar example of sets of numbers. Capital N denotes the set of all natural numbers like 1, 2, etc. Capital Z denotes the set of all integers like 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, ... Capital Q is the set of all rational numbers of the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. Capital R, the set of all real numbers. Now, some definitions. Finite set. A set S is said to be finite set if either it is an empty set or it contains a finite number of elements. Otherwise, it is said to be an infinite set. Family of sets. If the elements be the subsets of a universal set, then we have a set of sets or a family of sets. Cartesian product of sets. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. The Cartesian product of A and B is denoted by A cross B and is defined by A cross B is equal to the ordered pair AB, where A belongs to capital A and B belongs to capital B. Relation. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. A relation between A and B is a subset of A cross B. If the ordered pair AB belongs to row, then the element A of the set capital A is said to be related to the element B in capital B by the relation row. If AB belongs to A cross B minus row, then A is said to be not related to B by the relation row. Relation on a set. Let A be a non-empty set. A relation row on A is a subset of A cross A. Reflexive relation. Let capital X be a non-empty set. A relation row on capital X is said to be reflexive if A row A holds for all A belongs to X. Symmetric relation. Let capital X be a non-empty set. A relation row on capital X is said to be symmetric if A row B implies B row A for all AB belongs to X. Antisymmetric relation. Let capital X be a non-empty set. A relation row on capital X is said to be antisymmetric if A row B and B row A implies A equal to B for all AB belongs to X. Transitive relation. Let X be a non-empty set. A relation row on X is said to be transitive if A row B and B row C implies A row C for all A, B, C belongs to X. Equivalence relation. A relation rho on X is said to be equivalence relation if it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Partial order relation. A relation rho on X is said to be a partial order relation if rho is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. Partially ordered set. A set X equipped with a partial order relation rho is said to be a partially ordered set. A partial order relation is commonly denoted by the symbol less than equal to or greater than equal to. A partial ordered set capital X with a partial order less or equal to is denoted by within first bracket X comma less than equal to. Example. Consider the set of power set. Consider the set power set, that is the set of a sets. Set of a sets. The relation less than equal to is defined as A less or equal to B means A is a subset of B. Then the power set with this relation will form a partially ordered set or poset. Strict order relation. A relation rho on a set is said to be strict order relation if it is antisymmetric and transitive. Linear order relation. A partial order less or equal to on a set X, partial order relation less or equal to on a set X is said to be linear order if for A, B belongs to S, either A less or equal to B or B less or equal to A. A set capital X together with a linear order defined on it is said to be a linearly ordered set. Is said to be a linear ordered set. Now lower bound of a set. Let capital X be an ordered set. Let S be a subset of X. S is said to have a lower bound in X if there exists an element 1 L belongs to X such that L is less or equal to S for every S belongs to S. A set X be an ordered set. Let S be a subset of X. S is said to be bounded above if S has an upper bound in X. Bounded below set. A set X be an ordered set. S is said to be subset of X. S is said to be bounded below if S has a lower bound in X. Least upper bound. X be an ordered set. S is said to be a subset. S be a subset of X bounded above. S is said to have a least upper bound or supremum if there exists an upper bound X star of S such that X star is less or equal to U for every upper bound U of S. Greatest lower bound. Let X be an ordered set. S is a subset of X bounded below. S is said to have a greatest lower bound or infimum in X if there exists a lower bound X0 of S such that L is less or equal to X0 for every lower bound L of S. Ordered complete set. An ordered set is said to be ordered complete if every non-empty subset of X which has an upper bound has a least upper bound, or equivalently if every non-empty subset of X which has a lower bound has a greatest lower bound. Function. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. A function f from A to B is a rule of correspondence that assigns to each element X in A an unique element Y in B. A is said to be the domain of F. B is said to be the codomain of F. We say that F is a function or mapping from A to B and we write F colon A arrow B. The unique element y in B that corresponds to x in A is said to be the image of x under F and is denoted by Fx. X is said to be the pre-image of Fx. The set Fx such that x belongs to A is said to be the range of F and is denoted by Fa. The set X such that Fx equal to y is said to be pre-image set of y and is denoted by F inverse y. Injective or 1-1 function. A function f from A to B is said to be injective or 1-1 if x1 not equal to x2 in A implies fx1 not equal to fx2 in B. Surjective or onto function. A function f from A to B is said to be surjective if fa is equal to B. Bijective function. A function f from A to B is said to be bijective if it is injective as well as surjective.